With the season now heading to one of its most crucial points, Arsenal are locked in a battle where they could see themselves at the end of the season holding up the Premier League trophy and a Champions League trophy. Now, with such success possible for the end of the season, what player has stood out to you the most? For me, it has to be the £100 million man, Declan Rice. Yes, people, welcome back to another video on the Big Steph channel, and today I'm here to tell you why I think Declan Rice has to be Arsenal's player of the season so far. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000, and let's get into it. So firstly, on Declan Rice, I want to touch on his stats. Now, when Declan Rice first came to the club, a lot of people were expecting him to play as a number 6, to which majority of the season he has been playing. But as the season progressed and Arteta played around with different lineups, different personnel, different systems, we started to see a lineup that saw a midfield three of Jorginho, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard. This midfield especially has seen Declan Rice's numbers take a massive leap. So far this season, Declan Rice has 6 goals and 6 assists in the Premier League according to Transfermarkt, and 6 goals and 7 assists in all competitions. He scored important goals against Manchester United, scoring the go-ahead goal to give us that victory. He scored against Chelsea, a goal to bring us back from 2-0 down at the bridge. He scored the winner against Luton in a 3-4 classic, and he also scored against Brentford, the opening goal in a clutch tie for us to go top of the league recently. And he also scored against his former club, West Ham, with probably one of the Premier League goals of the season nominees. An absolutely stunning strike from outside the box. You've seen Declan Rice in many ways this season score goals, whether that be with his head, whether that be long rangers from outside of the box, or whether that be just clinical finishes, just finding him, in case of the Manchester United game, just finding himself in the box, right place, at the right time. But goals and assists can't just define this player for me. Declan Rice is absolutely one of the players that when you watch him, he puts in a 7, 8 out of 10. And the stats back it up. Declan Rice provides 3.6 tackles and interceptions per 90, ranking him in the top 10 percentile for interceptions, as well as 7.93 progressive passes per 90, ranking him again in the top 10 percentile. For a lot of the time this season, he played as a number 6, so imagine 8 progressive passes per 90. That means Declan Rice is able to not only, with Jorginho in the side, break the lines and find Martin Odegaard and find the forwards ahead of him, but Arteta has allowed Declan Rice to develop that part of his game and hone that part of his game and show to the world why he's worth 100 million. Arteta isn't just trusting Declan Rice offensively. Declan Rice is still performing outstandingly defensively, and he has the stats to back it up. The team has conceded 18 goals to this point, the least amount in the Premier League, as well as having the best expected goals against at 22.85. That's 5.11 less than Man City, who are in second for the same stat. However, Manchester City have conceded 2 less shots than Arsenal, proving that Arsenal this season has consistently have the best defense on record. Declan Rice's performances are not only leading to a more controlled and progressive Arsenal, but a better defensive, structured Arsenal, clearly helping this Arsenal team not only go from high-flying goal scorers, but to know a team that can dominate and control games and score goals at will when they get the opportunity to do so. And let's go back to the price tag. How many people are talking about the price tag right now? We see Caicedo have that weight held over him. We see Enzo Fernandez have that weight held over him. We've seen players like Pogba in the past have that weight held over them when it comes to a massive price tag. Declan Rice came in to a side that not only just finished second behind City and were looking to improve, but he was also taking on a player that the fans have grown to like in Granit Xhaka. And that is a massive shoes to fill, especially coming from West Ham, with all that expectation on you as a £100 million player who we've been chasing all of last summer. Being able to come in and go and just adjust like a duck into water and be our best player this season, the credit must be given to Declan Rice. This has shown such maturity, and Arteta has put so much trust in Declan Rice. We've seen the evolution of him as a player. Like I said, he started as a 6, then he progressed to 8 to show his passing and ball carrying skills, something we talked about last year when we were looking at Declan Rice on my channel. And now Declan Rice is our set piece taker. Declan Rice has been able to get assists from set pieces, and the set pieces have been absolutely brilliant from Declan Rice's side. Absolutely brilliant. I don't have the numbers to how many corners we've scored from that side alone. But if you just look back at many games, I can remember, I think Palace was one. I think Burnley was one as well. There were a few games, I think Newcastle as well. There were a few games where Declan Rice put in some absolutely outstanding corners, very dangerous corners. And I think as he's become an Arsenal player and as he's grown to enjoy that number 8 role, we've seen him given more responsibility and more leadership. And I think this for me is why Declan Rice has to be our player of the year. Not only for the level of expectation that was placed on him, but the performances to match that, along with the price tag. Declan Rice, you're going to be key to us at the end of the season. But so far, if the season had to end today, you would be my player of the season. So, guys, let me know in the comments below, who else do you think would be player of the season? Others might argue Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka with outstanding stats, even though people might think, oh, he's not had his best season. I think what people don't see is that Bukayo Saka impacts the game every single. He always impacts the game, whether that be crosses, whether that be dynamic runs. He opens up a lot for this Arsenal team. Probably one of our most important players. But I just think this season, it has to be. For me, it's Declan Rice this season. If you guys disagree, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to have this conversation. Love to have this debate. It's been one that's on my mind for a few weeks now, and I'd love to talk to you guys about it. So, yes, don't forget to leave a comment, leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.